Hello everybody and welcome to the weekly Patreon update video. This is where I update everybody on the channel about what's been going on. My patrons watch it early inside a chat. They're in the chat right now. Ayakawa, Smash Portal, Gypsy Rose, Mike's Nemesis, Felix Nemesis, and so many others, possibly. So right now, I just wanted to first off say welcome and thank you for watching the update video, because I got some big news this week. Got lots of really fun stuff this week. Last week's update video was like, bruh, we don't really got much going on, things are not bruh, bruh, bruh. But this week is a good week for announcements and exciting stuff. First up, for patrons only, we'll cover that stuff first before we get into the channel news overall. The things that I need to ship, the mouse pads, posters and things, they're all being shipped this week. I did get some cash from the YouTubes, which means I can order some shipping supplies and get everything out to you. I might have to order some more stuff though very soon, because of course it is the first of the month, which means more patrons get inducted into the crew and everything. Woo! Get excited. I did update my Patreon page with a slightly new look and better writing. I did take a lot of inspiration from Kurt J. Max's Patreon page, which looks really good. And I was like, you know what, he's doing some good stuff there. I also took some inspiration from another friend of mine who has a Patreon page by the name of John Paula. So I took a little bit of inspiration from both of them. I'm not sick. That was a one-off cough. So do not worry, I'm fine. And the rewards, it's going to receive a slight visual upgrade as well here on the 1st. I don't want to upgrade it until the 1st, because then it might screw up like the listing of who gets what. So I'll give that a slight update here on the 1st. Alright, now we're moving on to general news now. But here's the thing, before we get into all the good news, I got one news, and that is the podcast. So right now, I'm still feeling icky about the show. We did another show last night after doing one, not doing one because we wanted to take a one-off break, you know, a 1-week break, just and kind of retool ourselves slightly. And we made the show. We got rid of a little bit of stuff from it. We got rid of the Twitter sections because that wasn't doing very well. We had one camera. No, I got rid of a part of setup by having no Twitter tags on screen, which takes me a considerable amount of time to figure out. And I tried to make the experience better for everybody here. And while the show was good, I don't think it's great. And I don't know. I just am still feeling a little bit like about the podcast overall. It just feels like right now a really subpar show in my lineup, and the group of people I have is awesome, but I just don't know best how to use the group of people to make a really nice show. So still thinking on it. In addition, last night my computer had a scare. We went to Perkins, me, Kay, Carrie, and Steph. We went to Perkins, and when we got back, I turned on my monitors because I had everything set up for the podcast, all ready to go. It was all super duper duper. I started up and I turned on my monitors, and I just saw a blue screen, and I was like, uh-oh. So I restarted my computer. It boots back up. It's like, all right, we're about to start Windows. There were Windows died unexpectedly. I'm like, continue as normal. Just a one-time thing, and then it immediately reset the computer. And so I was like, okay, startup repair. Click. Immediately restarts the computer. I'm like, we can't even go into startup repair? I got really concerned at that point. I gave it one more try to go into startup repair, and it worked. And then it took like 20 minutes, and it was a really scary 20 minutes where I was like, is it actually going to do anything? And it worked. So we're obviously booted up in my computer right now, but that was a scary moment. I don't and I know partially what could have been the source of it. My foot pedals. Apparently, and none of these buttons are pressed down. Check it. But when I turned on the computer afterwards, it was really interesting. The password field when you log into your user on Windows it was just filling up with characters, and I was like, okay, and I unplugged everything from my keyboard. I unplugged my GameCube controllers, which could technically do inputs, and I was like, where's it coming from? And I'm like, foot pedals? And I unplugged the foot pedals, and bam, the letters stopped. So my current theory is that it blue screen because of something related to foot pedals, because they're the only hardware that had issue following all the resets. Although it did get rid of my Windows 7 theme modification. I'm very upset because now my looks all white and not blue. Anyways, let's get into some good news, shall we? First off, Orange Wool and Speedrunners are back on track. Of course, Milby got back from Insomnia. So we're going to be back doing Speedrunners every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, starting tomorrow. Of course, I'm recording this on a Sunday, so it'll be today if you're watching, right? So Speedrunners come back every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and that's going to continue on for the next forever, hopefully. Starting a new series today, Sunday. Smash Brothers with Scott is now going to be on alternate days between Mario Kart. It's going to be only a two-person thing for now. The issue is we can't really add people in that are unless they're on East Coast only for lag reasons. And even if we did, we'd probably want to do one person at a time, like one additional person at a time, like up to 3, not 4. 4 would be too much. But yeah, Smash Bros. With Scott is starting, and that is alternate days between Mario Kart. Why don't we put that at the 6 p.m. slot if it's alternate days? I don't know. Yeah, Jim, you could technically play. You could play either here or at your own house, technically. Also, I now have a dedicated recording time for doing my Zelda collection videos, because I want to make sure I get those out every week. It's really interesting. That series is doing very well, so I'm very excited for that. I'm hoping that I'm going to make a really good episode this week, and possibly try to get it on the Zelda subreddit and see if they like it, because the Zelda subreddit is a very fickle thing. They like very weird things. They like cosplays, but they don't like original Zelda content. I don't know. It's kind of strange. I love the Zelda subreddit, but they're a fickle mistress, so to speak. Speaking of Zelda stuff, Triforce Tuesdays, my new live stream, is beginning this week. I'm going to be playing The Legend of Zelda for NES first. And this is all kind of in addition to just being a fun live stream project. It's also going to be for my Zelda archive, basically. I want to have an archive, an entire playthrough of every single Zelda game. Like, I want to have the video footage, like, raw. No, not swordless. Sorry, Jim. But, you know, yeah, we're going to start off that on Tuesday, so I'm looking forward to that. More Zelda news. A Link Between Worlds speedruns are going okay. I haven't had a PB since my previous one, but I'm pretty much at the same level, and I've in fact got some really good times that I can improve. It's just about sitting down here on a stream and getting it done, which I will be doing very soon. I might do some speedruns tonight, Sunday, in fact. I just have to make sure I have time in my schedule. Oracle Seasons is now every single day of the week. My new my Let's Play of Oracle Seasons, starting tomorrow, Monday. Every day of the week is going to have an episode of Oracle Seasons. So 2 more days a week. So hooray for that. In addition, we're currently looking like, as long when we roll over here on the 1st, if we're still over $2,000 on my Patreon page, we will be doing a second Let's Play every day of the week. So we'll have 2 Nintendo Let's Plays every day of the week. And the first Let's Play I'm going to be doing is Star Fox Adventures on that alternate slot. So look very forward to that. I actually already have it on my calendar to start recording it, so get hype. Also, you guys should know this. St. Jude Play Live, that big thing where St. Jude was saying, "Hey gamers, raise money for us." And yes, and Zeldathon did it. And in case you're interested inside the top 10 fundraisers, here you go. From the bottom, we got Eat My Addiction with $13,095. Then Smash the Record, which was a very good marathon. I watched a lot of it, with $13,902. Here comes Panzer. Panzer, very nice person, $14,059. Miss Zelda Williams herself at $19,989. Gassy Mexican at $22,020. Very respectable. He was a very cool person, IRL. Duck Sauce. I didn't get to speak with him much when I was at the Play Live event, but $22,545. Co Carnage comes in at $30,000. Co Carnage is a very interesting fellow. The Speed Gamers, if you didn't know, were the original inspiration behind Zeldathon, and they raised $32,084. Very respectable. And of course, Elohim has been pumping the donations and fundraising this past week and raised $43,665. And in the top spot with $101,682.51 is Zeldathon Adventure, which is my fundraiser. So, something about that, I haven't received confirmation, but technically the top fundraiser is supposed to go to California for GameStop Expo on September 10th. Yep. So, I don't know if they're going to actually send Zeldathon or they're going to send Elohim. I would think they would send Zeldathon because technically I'm the team leader and maybe I want to go. And I can find the number 2. You know, that'd be cool. Apparently at the GameStop Expo, they're going to be doing an extra fundraising event as well. So that's why they're sending their best. So yeah, I'm hoping that I get to bring somebody along. And right now I'm kind of torn between who I want to bring because I want to bring everybody, but I can't do that. I'm hoping that I can be like, hey, can we fly over Silver? Because Liz is the assistant director as well as Silver, and Liz got to go to St. Jude with me at the actual hospital in Memphis. It'd be really cool if I could get Silver over here to attend, to go to California, at least temporarily, because that would be cool. But I haven't talked to him about that, because I don't know if I'm even going. So, just a fair warning to you guys. I might be going to GameStop Expo next week in California because I like getting on a plane. I'm planes. I'm not looking forward to that. But whatever. My opinion doesn't matter. I'm going for fun. It'll be great. Also, if you guys didn't check it out on some of my videos this week, I do have a new outro. And what's really cool about this new outro is at the very beginning of it, when it slides in, it has avatars on the top of all my patrons. If you don't see yours here, patrons, it's because you didn't click the link I sent you and do the submission thing. But don't worry, I'm going to resend it out here at the beginning of September here. So every month I'm going to send out the link so we can all have our icons up here. And I also put some nice messages here about Patreon. Support the channel, get rewards. No sponsorships, only quality videos. If you didn't hear, I'm basically not considering doing any sponsorships whatsoever at this point. So don't worry about that. Only quality videos. Eliminate dependency on adverts, because adverts are becoming less reliable. And lastly, let me make videos for you forever, which is a reference to A Link to the Past, slightly. Also, I did a modification of it. The previous version of it had... Yeah, it had text. The text at the bottom, the free Triforce with every follow, it actually changed to rupees and love. Free rupees, free love with every follow. But I got rid of that entirely because I thought it was a bit excessive and it made too much movement on screen. Also, if you didn't notice, watch this. Ooh, see the little shiny? See the little shiny that happens? Not many people notice the shiny. I notice the shiny. If you're ever wondering what a setup looks like, this is what it looks like. Da-da-da-da. Then it all comes together to be. See, I love the little shiny at the top. The shiny is nice. I like shiny things. Here's pre-comp 1. This is where all the things I actually put on. Yeah. I like making outros. I like making visual designs myself. I don't know. I'm weird. So yeah. Oh, big thing for people who are patrons. This month, September, I am starting a patron-only Twitter account, so you'll get notices whenever I'm about to go live with this update stream. Whenever I have any notices for you, it'll be like, hey, I've sent more details to your Patreon inbox if necessary. It's going to be a bigger, like, quick area. I might also post some exclusive screenshots there of, like, behind-the-scenes stuff. And I'm going to advertise that inside the first tier of patronage. So even if you donate $1 a month, that becomes a thing. Lastly, before we go, Nature Valley sweet and salty nut bars. Oh my god. Cashew edition. Snack of the gods, or granola of the gods here. This is the stuff right here. If you've never had one of these, go get some. This is the stuff you want. All right. Any patrons have any questions before we get going? And Mike's Nemesis, dude, please send me the. It doesn't need to be a high quality version of the avatar, as long as it's bigger than, like, I think we're using 150 by 150, and that's even downsized. Yeah, sorry for those who have peanut allergies. Please don't eat the sweet and salty nut bars. That's a bad idea. Alright. Doesn't look like we have any questions that come in. Shout out to all the patrons watching. Thanks to everybody at home on YouTube watching as well. You guys are all awesome. Thank you for watching my videos. I hope you enjoy Oracle Seasons, new Star Fox, Orange Wool, Speedrunners, Smash Brothers, Zelda Collection, my Mario Mondays, Triforce Tuesdays, A Link Between Worlds speedruns, Mario Kart. Your builds, Hyrule Academy, podcast. That's what the calendar says. I bought a calendar. Calendars are cool. All right. It just fell. All right. Bye, guys.